In our last HTML and CSS class, I gave you people an assignment to use your smartphone or your iPhone and create a simple portfolio website. Very simple. Just put welcome to my website and put your name, put your photo, and generate some text about you. And nobody has submitted the assignment to me. However, in this video, I am going to introduce to you another HTML and CSS property called the CSS display property. The CSS display property allows us to arrange and organize things on a website accordingly. But before we go to our Visual Studio Code, if you are coming across this video today for the first time, please do wait to give it a thumbs up for more updates. With that aside, let's go straight to our Visual Studio Code. So here we are in our Visual Studio Code, and this was the last project we created. And this is the live website we created. This is how it looks on a live website. So if I maximize my screen like this, you will discover that things are not well arranged on this website. The input box is not where it is supposed to be. Normally, the normal tradition is it is supposed to be somewhere here or somewhere at the left hand side of the screen here, depending on how you are using it. So let me minimize it back. If we come to our Visual Studio Code and we create another p tag here, less than p greater than, and somewhere here, let's just copy something like this and paste it here. So if we hit Ctrl S to save and go back to our website, this is the text we just created. So we are going back at the same place to create another text, less than p greater than, and let's copy another thing here and then paste it in the p tag. Hit Ctrl S to save. So if you come back again, you will discover that two of these lines are not well arranged. On a normal day, this line and this line are supposed to be on a single line like this. So what really happened? The HTML paragraph element comes with a default setting of block. When I say block, it means even if it is one alphabet on that line, it is going to take the whole of that line. Even if it is one word, it is going to take the whole of that line. So if you come here, if you decide to delete every word here and remain just one word from here, and if you save, you go back, it will still not be on the same line. Here it is still not be on the same line. It will be on the different line because this paragraph element comes with a default of block element. So if we come on this website and we right click somewhere on an empty space, go down and click inspect. So here we are going to go and click on the developers tool. So if we come back and hover on this element, in as much as the element is as small as everything, you will discover that in as much as small as it is, it has taken over everything on this line. So actually, this is where the text stops. But this blue line inside this has extended to the end of the page, meaning it doesn't want to share anything with someone else, with other elements on this website. So that is the default setting of paragraph element. However, you can go ahead and customize it or style it based on your own satisfaction. The same issue is applicable to this one. This is where the element itself stops, but the blue line here has extended towards the end of the page, meaning it doesn't want to share its own territory with anyone, except if you ask for permission, and that is it. The second CSS display property we are talking about is the inline block. An inline block takes only as much as is good on the text. That is to say, if it needs only 300 pixels on a website, it is only going to take only 300 pixels, and the remaining space, any other element can have it. It doesn't care. Example of inline block elements are elements like image elements, input elements, and the rest. So if you come somewhere on our live website and you go ahead and click on developers tool, you come and hover on this image element, you discover that this is the only space it is taking. These blue areas, this is the only space it has taken. So any space aside from this place, starting from here, any other element can feel free to take that space. And that is why you will see that this input element here is sitting just beside this element, because the two of them doesn't have problem with their own territory. So once the image element stop here, any other element can start from here and go. It doesn't have problem. But for paragraph element, it doesn't consider doing it that way. Even if it stops here, it is going to occupy the whole of this line, except you ask for permission. And the last one is the inline element. The inline CSS property allows us to impute text or paragraph inside another paragraph. So if you go inside this paragraph element and somewhere here, you decide to type something like less than, strong, and greater than, and put something like this one. So let's just put a text inside here. Hello world. Minimize it, hit Ctrl S to save, and then if you go on the live website, you will discover that the hello world is stronger than any other person. It's more bold. It is bolder than other text element on this website. So that is what the inline element does. So the block element and the CSS inline block element are the only two ones we use it to arrange elements on the website. So if you come here and add a class attribute here, let's type a class attribute. Class equals to P1, and you come here, you make a space, add another class attribute is equals to P2, and if you save by hitting Ctrl S, if we scroll back to our CSS code and create another space here, we target it by saying dot P1 curly brackets, and we will divide it, and we say display inline block. So if you put this CSS property and this CSS value and hit Ctrl save, the second thing I'm going to show you is how to target different HTML elements in a single CSS format. So if you come here and you put comma somewhere here, create another line, and from here you put dot P2 and hit Ctrl S to save. If you come back and go to our live website, you will discover that the two of them, this one and this one, have finally agreed to be on a single line. So that is the help of a CSS display property on a website. If you have watched this video to this point, it therefore means that you are interested in programming, and I will urge you to please give it a thumbs up for more updates. See you in my next video.